Hi everybody, welcome. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining our Total Experience Winter webinar. We're on the run up to Christmas. We're coming to the busiest time of the year. Well, this and Black Friday, of course. But listen, we really appreciate you investing a little bit of time with us today. My name is Dominic DiNardo. I'm the CEO of Aforza, and I'm really excited to tell you about our new innovations and how we're entering the world of trade promotion optimization and digital asset management and all the business benefits this is going to bring you. I'm super excited to let you know that Nicholas Eels, my co-founder and chief product officer, is going to be doing a fantastic demonstration. And it's kind of a running joke in the Aforza company, because every time we come around with these, I'm like, this is amazing. This blows me away. This is the best demo we've ever done yet. But it really is. And so I hope you're going to enjoy that today. So let's get into it. Let me do just 30 seconds on who Aforza is, and then we'll get into the main content. Aforza is completely dedicated to consumer goods. We're an industry cloud company focused on food, beverages, consumer healthcare, and what we've done is solved how you can, in your execution, figure out how to do everything from planning through to visiting, selling, delivering, across all the wide gamut of things you need to do to take your products to market. We want you to sell more and grow faster. And we do this built on the shoulders of cloud computing giants like Salesforce and Google, and our software runs on Android and Apple iOS. It's a cloud-based solution, which means you benefit from innovation, like 3 releases a year. Aforza has been growing like crazy, actually. We've got customers now in more than 20 countries. It says 20 plus, not because we don't really know, but the marketing team is getting fed up trying to count them. But it's accelerating really quickly. And as you probably are figuring out, we do everything from retail execution to trade promotion management, and now, importantly, digital asset management as well. And we've joined these capabilities together to give you the chance to really affect the way you sell. It can be very, very rapid implementations. And you can see here, actually, we've got examples like Bruce from Mountain Source in the United States. They went live in 2 weeks. Or other really significant companies like Distel, who I think they did their implementation with our partners Deloitte, actually, across multiple countries in about 20 weeks. And great people like Lucy May, who works in Namibia Breweries. So we've got customers all over the world using our technology so that they can have an omni-channel pricing engine. They can use offline mobile execution, which I'm going to show you in our demonstration later today. So, what's the business problems that we're trying to fix here? Well, we often see, especially actually in recent times more than ever, many consumer goods companies, they get stuck, they get kind of lost in the dark a little bit, and they kind of stuck within their stovepipes of operation or the systems that they have, and they're not able to grow. And really this, we've ascertained there's 3 major significant problems that are really quantifiable that have a very, very big impact. The first one is not going away. It's promotion execution. Now, before the pandemic, McKinsey put out a report saying that up to 70% of all the promotions that consumer goods companies implement have a failed ROI. It's a business execution exercise. They just lose money, right? It's kind of mad, right? Kind of mad that you think that you spend 20 to 25% of your revenues on promotions, and still like a third of all the food and beverages produced in the world unfortunately goes to waste. Kind of mad. It's not directed well. Or 25% of sales lost to poor retail execution. And this came from Consumer Goods Technology, one of our a media source that we pay a lot of attention to. It's got a lot of great analysis going on. 25% of sales just how you place your products in a store. And then actually an increasing number, which is growing more and more, is 33% is lost, according to Forrester, of digital revenue. And actually I think that number is based on a 3-year model, right? So it's like big numbers. And if you think about it, why is that? So if, for example, in promotions, I would argue the reason why 70 promotions fail is because it's like shooting in the dark, right? You don't know in real time what's happening between the promotions you set up and the execution out in the field, and the results are coming back. Now, most people are trying to gather data from a third party and try to piece it all together and do some sort of analysis, and probably in Excel or something, right? You try to figure it all out. You're going to see this in the demo later that Nick's going to do, by the way. He's going to show you how this can work in real time. Or 25% lost to sales, right? Poor retail execution. Honestly, if you look at the stuff that many people have to use today, mobile execution experience, it's not good. It really is not good. The number of times actually people ask me for things like, hey, do you support these old Windows mobile devices? Your sales team costs a fortune. They're the cutting edge of where your products end up in display. You want to give them the best tools possible so that they can do a higher quality job, so they can, automate the administration and become a more value based resource, right? And that's what the customers want from them. And then the final thing, Michigan digital channels, it's just like if you want to play, you got to be there, right? And you need the solutions that can talk to you, that join all this stuff up together. Now, okay, lots of stats and numbers. What does it really mean to you? Let me try and personalize this. Imagine you were a $500 million revenue company. Some of you will laugh and think that's really small. Some of you are thinking I'm dreaming and thinking I'd love to be a $500 million revenue company. But if you were $500 million in revenue, numbers are kind of stark. $70 million in wasted trade spend, $125 million lost in sales, right? And then the digital element over 3 years, $165 million. It's a lot of money, right? And that's on kind of honestly, a kind of modest-sized consumer goods company. But what if we could imagine a world where that was different? What if we flipped this on its head? What if you could connect planning to execution in real time? You're going to see it today. What if you can deliver a seamless on-device experience? You'll see it today. And what if I could meet the customer in every channel so that my promotions, my pricing, and my commercial policies were the same experience if I was calling through telesales or logging online through e-commerce portal, or I met the sales rep in my store and I got the same penny perfect price, same promotional experience, right? Well, in that $500 million business, all those lost numbers suddenly become very positive. And you think about what the impact could mean to you, it's a lot. So, as I mentioned, Aforza does 3 releases a year. Actually, this webinar is coinciding with the 8th release, Winter 22, where you're going to see the demonstrations of incredible capabilities, trade promotion optimization. You're going to see some very, very advanced audit capabilities, and you're going to see the introduction of our digital asset management capabilities. In this webinar, this is the first time we're demonstrating that. It's in limited release. We're looking for feedback on all of these features. We actually thrive on that, and a lot of our inspiration comes from you, our customers, and our partners. And as you can see, if you can do 3 releases a year, and many of our customers will attest to this, it means if you tell us something and we all agree it's a good idea, there's a very high likelihood that we're going to release that feature very, very quickly. It's one of the things that we really enjoy doing, and it gives a nice constructive feedback loop between us and our customers, which is so valuable. So we're coming now to the exciting bit. I'm going to tee up Nick here to give the demonstration. This is our Winter 22 release. You're going to see scenarios now where we're going to use TPO insight to drive promotion effectiveness. Remember that 70% McKinsey we're talking about? You're going to see digital assets to help with promotions and increasing sales. Like, so much of what we do is visual. Everyone on this call knows that. You've got to be able to show people things, show them the planogram, show them the perfect chiller arrangement, show them what the product promotion looks like. Digital assets is integral to everything, and you're going to see that now be taking place. And then we're going to finish up with since that promotion effectiveness is so important, we're going to show you some modern market executions with how we do audits and how those audits can actually even automate further orders. So without any further ado, I want to introduce Nick Eales, and I'm super excited for him to show you the demonstration today. Over to you, Nick.
Thank you, Dominic, and thank you everyone for joining us here on the webinar today. So let's start the demonstration here in the Promotion Studio, where I'm logged in as a promotion planner. So my role as a promotion planner is really to monitor and to execute new promotions and new campaigns within my organization to increase my revenue and increase the volume sold of my products. So here on my optimization page, I can see a wealth of information which really helps me gain insights and valuable information about how my promotions are performing currently in the field. All of this information, because it's on the Aforza platform, is 100% real time, meaning that as my team are out there executing in the field, I get real-time feedback at my fingertips, which I can use to make decisions. So on this dashboard, I can see my high-level promotion insights. So I can see how effective my team is being in the field, how much revenue I'm generating versus my predictions and my base revenues. I can see a calendar view of all my different promotions, and I can see promotions over time and how they're performing. I can very quickly and easily filter down to be looking at just individual promotions or promotions I own or promotions that are reoccurring, and the sky's the limit here, really. I can also click through into my other tabs. So for instance, I can look at my budgets, my inventories, look at stock levels, and also my product overview. And on my product overview, I get that real-time view of sales order insights. So I can see how many products are being sold in the field on any given day, and I can use that information to help me plan my promotions better. So for instance, as I scroll down here, I can see that actually my beverages are doing pretty well, but my frozen foods are not actually selling that well, both in terms of volume, but also in terms of revenue that we're generating from them as well. So from that information, I can immediately see that there's an area I want to focus on over the next quarter, and that's in my frozen foods. And I really want to drive an increase in revenue and volume sold against my frozen foods. So from that, I'm going to go to my promotion planning calendar. And this is where I have a real-time overview of which promotions I'm running against my different customers at any given point. So here's a new promotion I started creating to generate that additional upsell of my frozen foods. So I've actually made a merchandise promotion where you have to display a piece of merchandise and then you get 25% off all our products. So we've got soft drinks in there, but we've also got our frozen foods, and this is what we really want to focus on with this promotion. So to get more information about that promotion, I can click Edit, and this will bring me into that promotion's detail view. And in here is where I can see the individual details of how that promotion is performing, and I can make small tweaks and adjustments to make sure that we're behaving as optimally as possible when we're taking this promotion into the field. So on the designer tab, this is where I can see what we're actually selling as part of this promotion. So I can see we've got the display a piece of merchandise where we're offering a branded fridge or a branded gondola. And if you buy that, then you get 25% off your soft drinks and 25% off your frozen goods. And this is what we're really interested in. We really want to shift some of these frozen goods out the door in the next quarter. So if I scroll back to the top, we have some other tabs that can help us out here. So the first is our Insights tab. So if I click on that, that's going to give me a real-time view of how this promotion is performing. So we're now getting right into the granular specifics of this promotion compared to our optimization dashboard, which was showing us all promotions. So on this Insights tab, I can see the overall effectiveness of this promotion is pretty low. It's only 15%. We've got a base target of 37, but then we predicted, with those discounts, we're going to get a massive uplift and go up to 144. But actually right now, after running this promotion for a few weeks, we're only at about 21, which is really underperforming compared to where we want to be. So if I scroll down, I can actually get into a bit more detail about why we're underperforming. So on this timeline chart here, we can see some of our products are performing pretty well. So all these soft drinks, they are consistently selling well over time, and they're just increasingly moving volume and moving quantity. Whereas at the bottom here, we can see actually that ice cream that was struggling before is still struggling even with this 25% off. And we can see really it's kind of just flatlining here. It's just selling the same amount every week. It's not really getting any uplift from this promotion like our other products are. We can also see on a revenue front that our merchandise is selling quite well. All of our soft drinks are selling quite well. But then again, these small sections here are our ice creams, our frozen foods, and they are really just not generating as much revenue as we would hope. So if I want to get into any more detail, I can even keep scrolling down, and this is where I can see my full P&L, profit and loss charts and capabilities. So really obvious from the charts above and from the graphs above, but we can see that our soft drinks are doing, great. They're in pretty high profit, whereas our frozen foods are not doing too good. We're at a bit of a loss here, and it's mainly because we're just not shifting the volumes we need to sell to start making a really healthy profit on this. So the good news is, because we're getting this information in real time back from the field, and we're all on a single platform, we can change this promotion mid-flight. So we don't have to just create a promotion and then just have it run for 3 months and cross our fingers. We can make changes straight away, and in the field, our users will get those changes automatically and start executing them straight away. So let me go back to my designer view. And immediately what I'm going to do is come down here, and we're going to do a couple things. The first thing is I'm going to put a new discount on the branded fridge because before you can get ice cream, you need one of our branded fridge freezers. So I'm going to put a 10% discount on that to try and start moving some of those fridges as well. So we find a 10% automatic discount here as a tactic, and we're going to drag that right onto the fridge. And now immediately we're offering an additional discount against that. And as I'm adding these, it's actually going to affect our predicted uplift and our margins. So we will know in real time, what sort of profit and loss we're looking at for these new products or these new discounts. If I keep scrolling down, I've now got into the ice cream section here, and you can see we're doing a 25% discount just like soft drinks, but we're going to go and increase that because we really think there is a need to push these products out. They've got a short shelf life. We need to clear the stock out, and we really need to generate some revenue from them as well. So I'm going to remove that 25% discount, and instead I'm going to add a 50% discount on here to help us move these units. And I'm going to click done. And now just like that, our new promotion, or our same promotion, has been edited with updated discounts and tactics and updated products. So immediately in the field, our users are going to get that information and they're going to start to sell this. Now, along with updating the actual details of that promotion, we probably want to have a look at our digital assets to make sure that they are still accurate and correct for this different promotion that we're running. So in our digital assets tab, this is where we can see all the different promotional content that we want to have stored and available to our field reps. So we can see we are storing different planograms. We're displaying merchandising information about what the gondolas or the fridge freezers look like. We've got promotional brochures. We've got floor plans for where these gondolas and these fridges should be displayed in the store to be compliant. And I can go through and I can search and filter through these. I could view them as a list view if we wanted to do it that way as well. And I can go in and preview them to get more detailed information about this particular asset and make changes to it. I can copy the link and then send that out to my customers to make sure that they have the latest information. And of course, this is available to my field reps as well and to my telesales agents, which we'll see in a moment. So after reviewing all this, I'm pretty happy that even with the changes I've made to the promotion and to the tactics we're applying, this promotional content is all still good. So now I think we're ready just to have the field users execute this and again, try and push those ice cream units out as part of this promotion. So what I'm going to do now is turn on to our second scenario, which is the Aforza sales application. And from the Aforza sales application, we're going to look at how our telesales agent can actually now execute this promotion and sell it to a customer. So here we are in the Aforza sales application, and I'm now using this as a telesales agent. And I've started configuring an order for one of my biggest customers. And this order I could be placing for a nationwide chain. I could be placing it for a corner shop or a supermarket. It really is up to you and your business process. In this case, I'm placing an order for a large nationwide chain. So I need to make sure that I've got the right promotions and the right products available to sell to this customer. So when I click on the promotions tab, we can see all the different promotions we have available to us today. These are all specifically chosen for this customer, and we have special capabilities that are allowing us to only show the correct promotions to this customer at the correct time. So here at the bottom, we can see our VIP display merchandising at 25% off products promotion that we've been running now for a few weeks. And if I'm to click on the plus here, this is going to give me the detail of that promotion. This is where I can start seeing my digital assets and I can start configuring the promotion. And this lets me sell it to the customer. So the first thing I can do is I can select that fridge freezer. And when I do, I can see I'm getting this 10% discount that I'm applying. So that's a lot more attractive to the customer than it was before. And because now frozen foods have this 50% off discount, customers are much more likely to buy it. So I can go ahead and I can say, yep, that's great. I want to get 100 of those units per store. And then once I've configured this promotion correctly, I've got a good volume here and I'm happy with this. I've discussed this with my customer and they're happy with it. I can simply go on and increase the quantity. So when you're dealing with a nationwide chain, you might be saying, okay, well, I need to supply this to my 100 different stores across the US. and I can simply increase the quantity to 100, and it's going to recalculate the entire thing for me and come up with the total amounts that I am playing with here for this promotion. And it's configured it, it's made sure everything's accurate and correct, and we've configured it correctly, and I can click Add Promotion to now put this in the cart. So we've added that into the cart. We can discuss with the customer if they'd like anything else. And at this point, I'm happy, and I can go on and I can complete that order to display that promotion and deploy that promotion to all of my customers' nationwide stores. So I'll now take you through the last part of the demonstration. Now that we've sold that promotion to numerous different customers, and it should actually be in store in a number of outlets across the country, we need to make sure that our customers are actually executing it right. So we are going to send a merchandiser into an outlet, and they are going to go and do a compliance audit to make sure that the promotion is being put in the correct location, the discounts are accurate, the shelf price is accurate, the merchandise and all the promotional material has been set up correctly. So let me swap over now to that field user's view and take a look at the Aforza mobile app. So here we are in the Aforza mobile application. The Aforza retail execution application runs on iOS and Android on phones and tablets. Here we're using an iPad, and the application is 100% offline first. So absolutely everything you do in the application, you can do it without a network or cell service. So I'm in the middle of a visit. I've gone to one of the Fresh Start outlets, and we know we've sold a number of promotions to the Fresh Start brand nationwide. So we can see within the tasks I have to do today, the second one down is checking for promotion compliance. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And that's going to start us a new promotion compliance audit. And I can fill in some basic details. This is all configurable, and click Start Audit. And when I do that, I now get an overview of what this particular outlet should be selling and displaying as part of the promotions they've agreed to. So we can see there is a number of assets that they should have. The first being that branded fridge freezer, which we sold earlier via telesales. And below that then we can see all the different ice cream flavors they bought as part of that promotion as well. So I can simply go through and using this interface, easily just click whether something is compliant or it's not compliant. So for instance, the ice cream might be missing from the store shelf. And I can go through and I can select all these options. And as I do that, I can check them off as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a few more options here really quickly. These are all fully compliant. And we can see there's other fields here around the location. Where is the display being positioned in the store? And we can see actually we've set that as back of outlet, which isn't correct for the compliance. Has everything been discounted correctly? So we can say, yeah, these are actually discounted. We can enter the shelf price if we need to as well and take photos of individual assets. And as I said, as I'm going, I can start checking these off. And it's just very quick and very easy to fully complete that audit. Now, of course, I can also add additional evidence. So for instance, photos. So I can go and add some photos as part of this audit, and I can take them from the camera or upload from my gallery. So I've got a few shots here of the empty fridges and the empty shelves and empty gondolas, which this store is displaying. So they're not within their compliance. And once I've done that, I can go ahead and I can confirm the compliance. And the last thing this does is it obviously notes that this customer is not compliant anymore, but also it recognizes that they're actually low in stock on several products that they're promoting. So we can use this as an opportunity to create a brand new order and restock those shelves to make sure that if they are selling the products, that we're able to keep them well stocked and we can continue benefiting from that promotion. So this was a very high-level overview of some of our new promotion capabilities. To recap, I took you through how a planner could optimize and manage promotions, getting into the real-time details of how a promotion is performing and being able to tweak it on the fly mid-promotion so that you can actually positively impact how that promotion is performing in the field. I've shown you how a telesales agent or a field agent can create a brand new order and sell that promotion to the nationwide chains or to just local corner shops or outlets. And then I've shown you how once we've sold the promotion, we we can make sure by going around to the stores that they're actually complying with the promotion stipulations and that we're not getting shortchanged for all of those promotion dollars that we're throwing at these customers. So with that, I will hand it back to Dominic for the rest of the presentation. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration.
Wow. Thank you, Nick. I know I'm the CEO of Aforza, and I know I would say this, like this is my job, but I actually genuinely love it. I get so excited and fired up by what Nick and his team are building for the company and for all of our customers. It's really, really cool. I actually think it's probably the best demonstrations I've ever seen in the Salesforce ecosystem, or even in the consumer goods technology portfolios we all see. So thank you for doing that. Now, I want to talk about customer case studies and references and take some questions, but just before I jump into that, let's just recap what you saw Nick do there. Number one, you saw a TPO insight drive promotion effectiveness. You see how he went from the TPO analytics through to actually practical execution and editing the promotion and making it real immediately. And then we saw digital assets, that new technology we've introduced, how it permeates everything about promotion, merchandising, and so forth. We saw it there, available in the system today. And then to kind of start to complete the circle, we saw how the demonstration started to the end with an audit in real time, where how you can see how the promotions being applied out in the field. Like, we talked about the business benefits. Just remember how it drags back to that thing. Improve the 70% promotion failure rate from McKinsey. Get that 25% of lost sales that CGT were talking about. That's what we wanted to get across in our demonstration today. I hope you enjoy that, and I'm going to do a little bit of Q&A at the end, and if you have questions about it, we would be happy to do it and take feedback for the future. As I mentioned, we're doing 3 releases a year. We're not going to stop. This is going to keep coming and coming and coming. So let me move on now to talking about how we get to success. And we had 3 keys to success, and I said at the start how we worked with companies like Namibia Breweries, Distel, Mountain Source. These guys, basically between these 3 companies, we're covering the Americas, various African countries, and even over into the Far East. So we kind of like feel like we're covering a big gamut of the world here, and they're very different companies. You've got like a beer brewer, spirits, but also apparel, clothing. But there are some common factors about how to help in consumer goods to get successful. The first thing is start fast, right? Just get going, right? Now, in a small company, that can be somewhat easy. I mean, Mountain Source went from start to finish in about 2 weeks. Now, if you're in a larger company, you kind of think like, yeah, come on, Dominic, that's not real. What is real is you can get an MVP, a minimum viable product, in a business unit really, really fast. And the reason why you can do that is because, number 2, you've got to keep it simple. And keeping it simple sounds like something you've heard before, but read the subtext with product-led design. If you take what Nick was demonstrating literally out of the box and use that to govern how to do the project, you can keep it very simple and go very fast. And I would challenge anyone to say that those capabilities that you would be taking a backward step, I think that you could see the business change and impact such capabilities can have. And of course, the number 3 point here is, and this is kind of the thing, it never stops. You can continuously improve. You can use Aforza as managed services that you can call upon to help you get amend your TPO reporting. I want to see it via a different dimension, or perhaps I need help sorting out my product catalogs and things. You can use Aforza's own managed services to do this. So there's kind of like a 3 keys to success. It's like our secret formula here. Well, not so secret. It's kind of it kind of just works. 1, start fast, get to value quickly. And you can do that by keeping it simple, and it never stops. You can improve and improve and improve. What's important is that your foundations for your transformation are put in place the right way with a cloud technology like Aforza. Now, we're really proud to partner with companies globally. I mean, just in November past, we were really, really proud to add White Mackay from my hometown in Glasgow. That's the funny accent you've been hearing me speaking. But we get customers everywhere, from Superfoam in Kenya to Alchemas in Belgium to Massafie in the UAE, or massive brands, beverage company in Texas in the United States. And so we feel like as Aforza rapidly grows, we're trying to create this conveyor belt of success for customers, people like Procter & Gamble distributor, Transmed. And then just to dive into a few of these, companies like Photos Photiades, really great company, like doing, they distribute things like Carlsberg, for example, and Cyprus across Eastern Europe. We've been working with them on a retail execution project. Or I mentioned it a few times already, Estelle, working with our partners Deloitte, how they've gone live in several countries already. And it's the first time in their history they've been able to do promotion management through to promotion execution in a seamless way, a great way forwards. Or Mountain Source, I already talked about them, they went live in 2 weeks. And I've got loads of these slides. There's the Wowtech one, the Superphone one, the Nibbu breweries. And I guess the fun thing I want to say is, look, I kind of like, my marketing team said just beforehand, before I started doing the presentation, hey Dominic, should we take some of these out? There's too many. And I said, look, let's just leave them in. There's a lot. I think the thing I want to say is I don't want to suck up everyone's time on a webinar about, hey, let's go for every single use case. Look, we've got a lot. We probably have one that suits your situation. Please come to aforza.com on our website. We've got loads of resources and white papers and things. Come and have a look and see if you can find the information that you need to help you. And of course, if you can't, just give us a call or drop us in the contact us form or something. We really want to help. And this on that theme of really wanting to help, we've been thinking about how can we put this in the hands of people easily. And we've been working on a way to give you the ability to take a tour immediately. You can do a free trial on our website for a while now, but one of the things that we think is even faster than that, with like zero preparation, is you can come onto our website and you can do a retail execution tour where you can click through and see how it all works, or go look at how key account management looks like in Aforza, click through, see how it all works, no setup required, you just click through the path. And then even trade promotion management, we're trying to make it, for so many years, why did trade promotion management seem like such a dark art only, that only a small group of people can do, and it takes tens of millions of dollars of consultancy effort to set up for you? That's not how we roll. That's not the 21st century, and that is not how you build customer satisfaction or a good way to build promotion execution for good outcomes, right? Come on our site, have a look how easy it can be, and have a play with our tour, and have a click around, right? So we've set this up, and I don't know while I'm talking, if you noticed that there's some small print in the slide where you can see the links, but we'll also give you the links and follow-up material if you didn't get them or capture them accurately, so you can do that. Right, what are the next steps? Well, it's kind of easy, right? Actually, we like to keep things as simple as possible, and if you liked what the story that we're saying, and you loved the demonstration you just saw from Nick, well, it's really a 3-step process. Let's have a call. Let's get the teams together. We would like to discover more about you, understand more about your personal and company objectives that you're trying to achieve here, how to do it. We'll give you a simple proposal, and then it's really just a matter of getting started. And remember, we're all about getting to value quickly. The days of doing multi-year projects and millions of dollars, nobody wants to do that anymore. We want you to get to value fast, right, and make you successful. That's the world we're in today. So with that, I think what I'm trying to do now is give me a moment. I'm going to try and work the systems here, and as has been the tradition in the last few calls, I'd like to do some Q&A, and I'm going to look to my marketing team now to help me switch over. So if you would like to ask some questions, please do that. If you're about to leave the call, I'll say thank you. I appreciate you investing time with us, and people are really busy. This is coming near Christmas. People got a lot to do, so I do want to thank you sincerely for investing time with Aforza today. Okay, let's do the Q&A. Let me try and get my list here.